Okay, so we are live on all 3 channels. Hi group, hi guys. So let's start. I'm going to start a presentation on my YouTube channel. So thank you for being on YouTube Live, and I'm going to share my screen and show you guys a presentation this morning. I'm actually prepared. Yay! Isn't that nice? Okay. So here we go. 25 examples of passive income investments. That's today's topic. What an exciting topic. My name is Duldulao. My blog is yesfinanciallyfree.com. Hi, Vasant Wobble. So if you haven't been there yet, go to yes, Y-E-S, financially, Financially, free, Free.com. Put in your name and your email. All right. Hi, hey, hop, and subscribe to the email list. And then you get these free webinars every Wednesday morning, 6:30 a.m. Hawaii time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time right now because they're in the summertime. Their time zone changes, but we don't. So let's begin. So, are you ready to be wealthy? You're like, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so welcome to today's presentation. Put away anything that might distract you because we are getting started. Now, you might want to take notes. So if you need to go get a pencil or a pen or whatever, go ahead. Hi, Mustafa. Welcome. And we are about to begin. 25 examples of passive investments. Ready, ready, ready. Hi, Stewie. Welcome to Periscope. Thanks for joining in. So who am I? I always start with a little intro. Okay. My name is Duldulao. I have a son who is 4 years old. His name is Jordan. He's turning 5 next month. Hi, BC 2008. Hi, someone else who joined and I didn't see your name. Hi guys, welcome. Uniform, welcome. So I love talking to my husband, Jomel. We always go on date nights every week. I love doing personal growth. I love writing, reading, eating healthy. I love working out, especially surfing. We live in Honolulu, Hawaii, just so you know. Hi, Haki94, and welcome. So I also did an Ironman in 2011. You can ask a special question, go ahead. It was 2.3 mile swim, 112-mile bike ride, and a marathon run. So I really love working out. I really love doing challenges and seeing if I'll make it kind of through. My husband I met in eHarmony. Okay, he lived in LA. I lived in Honolulu. He moved here in 2012 from LA to Honolulu, and we got married. And then we had our son in 2013. So before I got married, back in 2009, my life wasn't so happy, bubbly, okay? And hold on one second. I used to have a lot of problems with credit card debt, right? I would spend a lot of money, mostly on courses to learn things, but I did go through these things. Some of it was also on litigation. I got in trouble with an old boyfriend with rental issues. Hi, PC Gmail. Welcome, guys. So I had to break a lease to get away from him, and thanks to the heart. So I had a lot of stuff. It was complicated. Things when you have issues in your life, usually there's a lot of complications. In Chinese, they say "fuza," right? Everything's so fuza. It means complicated. It means complicated usually is a bad thing. I completely understand why now. Back then, my life was so complicated. Thanks to the hearts. So I owed money to this person, owed money to that person. I had judgment court things. It was ridiculous. I had credit card debt. I consolidated my credit cards, and then I paid them off, and then with a line of credit, and then I got credit card debt again, and then finally I like hid the cards so I wouldn't use them anymore. It was crazy. So I finally stopped, increasing my debt. That was the first step, right? But it was stressful, right? I had a lot of credit card debt. I had loan debt. I wasn't good with money. I had 12 months before I would overdraft on checks for things like my rent, basic things, which was kind of stressful. I was single at the time, and I thought that I didn't feel like I deserved to be happy was the first thing. And then second, to even have a husband, have a family, because I felt like I was so responsible, right? So it's kind of a very low time for me. So I decided to make a change, right? I started to learn how to reduce debt, basically stop overspending was the first step. and then basically start paying it off consistently. And I also learned how to create wealth at the same time I was paying off debt. So I didn't only just pay off debt, I was creating passive income investments, I was saving money, I was growing my assets. So now I don't have any debt, Zero. I used to have like around $30,000 in debt back in 2010 and 11, something like that. I have no debt now, all right? And all of us in my family have passive income. That includes me, includes my 4-year-old son has passive income. My husband, Jomel, has passive income. And my business, I am a finance freedom coach, all right? I help people become financially free. I blog about financial freedom, so you can check out my blog, like I said, or I told you, yesfinanciallyfree.com. This business I have makes passive income, all right? So I have 4 passive income streams: myself, my son, my husband, and my business, right? I quit my job in December. Used to work a full-time job at a bank. I quit my job in December 23rd, 2016. Now what I do is I'm a full-time mother, right? And I'm a part-time investor and finance freedom coach, right? So that's what I do. That's what I am. I love being a mom. Hi, Andre. Hi, In Freedom. Welcome, guys. So this is my passion, what I love to do. I love talking about financial freedom because I love investing, all right? So I'm reading a book now about Warren Buffett called The Snowball or something like that. It's like a gigantic book. It's like 1,000 pages. But basically, I love investing, learning about investors, and I love getting good at it because the better I am at investing, the more money I make. So it's exciting. So I now live my dream life. I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. I love living here. There was this mom the other day who I was talking to at the playground at one of the parks here. I took my son. And she said she might have to move because her husband might get a better job. And I was like, oh, where would you move? And like, oh, wherever her husband does military contracts. Hi, God, Coco, welcome. So wherever the military was going to send him, if it was a better job, they were going to go. And I was like, oh, I would never move. She's like, even if my husband, who works now, he loves his job, even if he got a better job somewhere, we wouldn't move. And she was like, really? I was like, yeah, because I'm an investor and we don't have to move. We love Hawaii and we want to stay here. So the point is choosing. Financial freedom is about choice. Where do you want to live? What do you want to do? Who do you want to be with? What do you want to spend your time doing? Do you want to choose that? Hi, Lasso. So I teach others how to have more choices. I teach you how to have the control that you want so that you can live where you want to live. And just because there's a better job opportunity somewhere doesn't mean you have to transplant your whole family to some other place. I probably have resentment about that because when I was a kid, we would move around for work, and I just don't like it. I'd rather live in paradise and stay there, unless we move to another paradise, which might be fine with me. Other than that, I'm not going to move. So basically, I choose to spend time with my husband, who I love. Hi, Raja, 1984. And if you're married, you understand that having a husband or a wife takes some time. Hi, Mickjet, 777. If you want to have a happy marriage, you spend time with your husband or your wife, right? But I really love being married, so I spend time with my husband, right? Hi, Aviza, welcome to Periscope, Raja. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I choose to spend time with my son, right? So I used to work a full-time job. I quit that job. I spend time with my son, all right? I take him to the playground. We went to the zoo, went to the beach the other day. You know, we just have fun together. We cooked dinner together last night. You know, sometimes we do drawing games, all kinds of stuff. I just like being a mother, being with him. I like cooking breakfast with him and lunch. So that's what I choose to do with my life. So let's talk about you, okay? So what is your story? Why are you here? First of all, I'm talking about financial freedom. So there must be a reason you're here. Hi, Landy. What do you want, right? Where would you live if you could choose? All right. If you could choose to live anywhere, where would you live? Would you live in Hawaii over here? Right? Would you live somewhere else? You know, you don't have to live in Hawaii. Some people like mountains. I knew this guy who loved mountains. So he likes Colorado, right? Wherever you want to live. But would you live somewhere different than you live now? Right? Would you spend time with different people than you do now? So I used to spend a lot of time with people I worked with at a bank, right? And then I realized I didn't want to spend that much time with those people. I wanted to spend time with my husband, my son, my friends, my business associates. I didn't want to spend that much time at the bank. So I chose to quit, right? What would you do? All right. Hello. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining, Caleb. So what would you do if you were financially free with your time? Where would you live? Who would you spend your time with? What would you do with your time? How would you spend it, right? Hi, Brennan. Hi, Spill Driver. I spent some time with my Finance Freedom Mastermind yesterday, and we just wrote out we schedule our perfect day. Okay, I highly recommend it. Just sit down and you write, okay, I'll wake up at this time. This is what I'll do. This is what I'll do, right? So schedule out my perfect day, what I would do. And I realized I would wake up with my son, make breakfast, what I do already. I love it. And then we would all go surfing. Hola. Thanks, guys, for joining. Hi, Speckly. Hi, guys. We would all go surfing, right? So that's what we're going to do. I scheduled it out for my birthday. Now, we do this on Saturdays anyway, but I scheduled this out on my birthday. So we're going to go, which is August 13th. So we're going to go out, and my husband took the whole week off. So his brother's visiting Brazil. Hi, Brazil. So hi, Cannon, Teach, Harvey, welcome. So we go surfing in the morning. And then after surfing, we're going to go out to Whole Foods and eat lunch and hang out with friends and just talk. My mom's going to come and watch Jordan so I can have an adult conversation. And then after that, we're going to go home. We're going to take a nap, right? And then after the nap, I'm going to like do a little bit of meditation while Jomel, he likes to work out, like pump weights. He's going to go gym. And then in the evening, I just like hanging out with my husband, you know, talking, watching movies, whatever. So that's my ideal dream day, and I scheduled it for August 13th. But I also do this day pretty much every Saturday. But it'll be a Monday, which will be even better because usually it's nice to go out surfing on a Monday. There's less people out. Somebody's talking about it being a cool national day today. So let's talk about the menu of this webinar, all right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about what is passive income, all right? Because a lot of people don't understand it, don't know what it is. So we're going to talk about what it is first. Number two, 25 examples of passive income. So this whole webinar is about passive income examples. So I promised I would show people real examples that you could really do. So 25 examples of passive income. How to successfully grow your passive income. So after you see the examples, there's a little bit of guidance on how you actually grow your passive income over time. And then at the end, I'm going to give you a free gift. So watch to the end. It's exciting, all right? And take notes, and I will email the replay out to all of my email subscribers. So yesfinanciallyfree.com, subscribe there, put in your first name, your email, go to the link in the profile if you're on Periscope or if you're on Instagram, click on that link and put in your name and email, and then you're on my email list and you will get the replay. Hi, Graduate Flora, welcome. You're on my blog. Obviously, you're going to see the replay right there on my blog, so you can bookmark the page. Hi, Graduate Flora. What is passive income? So anybody want to take a guess what passive income is? Anybody? Okay. I have some live streamers on. So passive income is money that your money makes for you or your assets make for you. It's money you make when your money or your assets are working, not you. Okay. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about a passive income test to just see if what you're doing is passive income. Okay. So do you have to spend time to make the money? Okay, so I actually have to, I did this passive income test wrong. If you answered no to question 1 and yes, so funny. I'm fixing my presentation. Number 2 and number 3. Okay, let's do this again. Sorry. Okay, is that? Okay. So, do you have to spend time to make money? All right. Hi, Maritime Cleaner. Welcome. If you have to spend time to make money, then that is not passive income. So that means if you have to go to work, if you have to clock in somewhere, if you have to go research something, do something, then you're not making passive income. That's called active income. It just, what everybody calls making money in general is just, if you have to spend time to make money, it is not passive, okay? Number 2, will you still make the money when you die? Okay, so this is a good passive income test. If your asset or money still creates money even after you die, then it really is passive. That makes a lot of sense, right? Because you're dead and it still makes money. So obviously it has nothing to do with you, right? Hi, Gusao, welcome. So thanks for the hearts, so appreciate it. So if you still make money when you die, then that is a passive income investment. If you went on a vacation, would you still make money? Okay. So this doesn't mean vacation pay, all right? What this means is if you go on like a 2-year vacation, all right, would you still be making money with this asset? with this investment? And if the answer is yes, then you do have a passive income stream. So that is passive income, so that you guys understand what it is. All right. Does anybody here have passive income? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about examples of passive income, because if nobody has passive income, now's the time to start. It's not too hard. Hi, Bubba Jennings. The easiest way to start is savings accounts, all right? And I recommend, my first example of passive income investment is a high yield savings account. They make about 1.5 to 1.75% in the United States. Other countries might make more, others might make less. There's different types of savings accounts, but most countries have savings accounts if they have banks. Hi, Faza Khan. You can open savings accounts online. You just have to Google high yield savings accounts, right? And I always recommend all investors start with a high yield savings account. It's the easiest thing to do. You don't need much money to begin. You can start with less than $1. You can start with $1. You know, you don't need to have a lot of money to start saving. So it's a great way to start. And it's a great place to put your money. As you put money in, it grows, which is nice. It's you make passive income in the form of interest, right? So interest gets paid to you. Thanks to the hearts. And it's insured by the FDIC in the United States. It's insured by the FDIC up to $250,000. So your principal is guaranteed, as long as the federal government doesn't crash or something, up to $250,000 of your account value. So that is a good thing. And that's only if the savings account is at an institution which has FDIC backing. So you have to check that. But basically, high yield savings accounts are good investments for a beginner investor. And that's example number one. So I have a high yield savings account. My high yield savings account does make me interest every month, and I don't do a thing to make that interest. So that is passive income. Hello, Greenie, welcome. Okay, so passive income investment number two. Rental property, and a lot of people know this. Hi, Josh Ryan, welcome. Rental property is a great passive income investment. So if you go buy a property and then you find a renter and they pay you rental income, right? Pretty easy. Now, a lot of people in Hawaii have a hard time doing this because they don't have enough money to buy property. Property, some places are more expensive than others. So it depends where you live and how much property costs. But if you have the ability to buy property, hi, Bradley W. It's one of the safest, most conservative investments is rental property, because everybody needs a place to live, right? So you're going to find people who don't have enough money to buy property who need to rent from somewhere. Hello. So they're going to need a place to live. So if you have a place and you can rent it, that's a good investment. Now, hi, Nathan. Hi, guys. Hi, numbers. Lots of numbers. Hi, Ma Wulitlotu. Welcome. So you might even buy a house, your first house, and then after a year or two, when you can, hi, thanks to the hearts, after the loan requirements are done, if you have a mortgage, hi, Bobbis, and the hi, LTs, you might move out and rent your first house. A lot of people do that, actually. Or you can look around and buy an investment property. You do need money. If you buy an investment property, you need to have at least a down payment. You never heard anyone say renting is a good idea. That is weird. But anyway, of all the investments I've ever heard of in my life, I think the only one that I knew of before just saving money is rental income is the most common. Everybody knows about it. A lot of people do it. Not everyone does it, but I know a lot of people have rental properties. Now, in order to make passive income from your rental property, you need to have a manager manage it for you. If you are managing it, it's not passive, okay? Because if something goes wrong with the property, like the toilet breaks, the renter will call the manager. And if you're the manager, then you have to fix it, and then you're not passive anymore. You're working, right? So if you hire a management company, which a lot of people do, there's a lot of people who hire management companies to manage their properties, or you hire a manager, it doesn't have to be a company, hire someone to manage your property, and then it is passive income. Now you have to pay your manager, of course, but at least you don't have to do anything, right? Your manager does everything. You have to hire your manager, though. So in the beginning, you have to do a little work. Hi, Ank, 1970. But once you get your rental property and hire your manager, your management company, then you're all set. And now you're making passive income from a rental property. So that's example number two. Example number three is, instead of doing a rental property, you can do an Airbnb or vacation rental business. Now, with a manager, of course. This is what we're doing. My husband and I, we're starting a business like this next month. So we're in escrow now. We're buying a property upstairs in this building. Hi, Pat Smith, welcome. So we live in Waikiki, right? And we're in a building where it's okay to do vacation rentals. So we decided to buy a condo upstairs, and we're going to start putting it on Airbnb and doing vacation rental with it. And we're hiring a manager. We're going to train a manager to run it so that we don't run it. And so then it's going to eventually become passive income. In the beginning, it's not going to be very passive because I got to find a manager and train them. Hi, Standaman. Wednesday, welcome. Right now, we're in the process of buying the property. But this is also, and this is like owning a business, kind of like the rental property too, like owning a rental business. Thanks for the hearts. Hi, C. Gray. So in this case, instead of renting to one renter for like years or months or whatever, you're renting to people who are vacationing, okay? And they might only rent for a couple days or a week, all right? And so you can do that on Airbnb, Craigslist, and there's other websites that do vacation rentals. So that's another idea. And if you have a manager run your business, then it is passive income. Hi, Ross, saying HX, welcome. So that's example number 3, right? Make sure, like I said, that your property is zoned for vacation rental. In Hawaii, they have strict rules on that. You know, if you just buy a condo in Waikiki in a building and you start vacation renting it, they might, the board of that building might tell you to stop if it's not allowed in the building. And a lot of people I know end up having that problem because they don't check with the building. Hi, Dazzler76, they don't know if it's allowed or not. In our building, it's allowed, so it's okay. But if you're in a building where it's not allowed, then that's not a good idea, yeah? So make sure you know this in advance. A lot of people, like I said, buy and then they find out later. So be sure you have a manager run it or it's not passive income anymore. Okay, so let go of that control. I know some people who, they own all these properties. This girl owns 5, 6 Airbnb properties. Hi, Des Appeal. She works this job, thanks to the hearts, for an airline, and she wants to quit, but she doesn't want to quit at the same time because she gets to ride airplanes for free from her airline and stuff. Hi. So she keeps them, even though it's making her life work. She has to work like twice as much now because now she has to run these properties, and she's unwilling to give up control and let a manager do it. It's really funny to watch. But if you cannot handle that, if you cannot give up control, I'm doing great. You might have a problem with passive income because you have to let others take control, you know, and do the work for you and just take the profit, right? So that's something else to think about. Passive income example number 4. So I put in here pinball machines, game machines, bubblegum machines, ATM machines, vending machines. Okay, so there's different kinds of machines. I put this example in because I've been reading this autobiography of Warren Buffett. I don't know if you guys know about Warren Buffett. He's one of the richest men in the world. He's an investor. He's a stock trader and or stockholder. I don't know what you want to call him. But anyway, he buys stocks and he makes money doing it. And I've been reading his autobiography. And he started a business when he was 14. I think he was 14. He might have been 11. He was a kid, okay? Started a business with a partner who was also a kid. Hi, Off81. Where they put pinball, I think they were pinball machines, into the waiting rooms of barber shops. So they talked to the barber, convinced the barber to put the machine there, and they would split the profit with the barber. Hello. Hi, thanks for joining. So he would actively run this business with his partner. So they would go, they bought a machine for $25. Hi, little baby, Leisha, welcome. It only cost $25 for them to buy this machine, pinball machine. Hi, Dia91808. Then they went to the barber shops and they're like, hey, put it in your waiting room. If the customers play with it or use it while you're waiting, then we get money. And then we'll split it at the end of the day. So he actually ran the business actively with his partner. So in order to make this kind of a business passive, hi, Nasmi, 1959, welcome. If you want to make this a passive business, you need to hire a manager to take care of your vending machines or your bubblegum machines or your ATM machines or your pinball machines. Hi, Costaneo74. I should add in here washing machines because I know a business owner who owns a laundromat, couple in town, basically. I got Coco, and they own a laundromat, and all they do is have washing machines and dryers out with, you know, coin operated. So people come in and do their laundry, and there's no one there, right? So And there's coin operated vending machines for laundry soap, right? And things like that. So they make money. That's a pretty good passive income business. You do need a manager to come and check on the machines, empty the quarters out, make sure if the machines are broken, they fix them. But that's another one. So these kinds of machines, you know, so washing machines, drying machines, that's pretty common in Waikiki. We have a lot of, in Hawaii, we have a lot of those laundromats, right? So that's another type of machine that you could have. So that's passive income. I could actually make that passive income example number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because those are different types of machines. But that's another type of passive income generating investment you can do. So for passive income examples 5 through 10, I say, let's start entering the stock market. All right. Stock market is easy for if you live in the United States. If you live in other countries, I actually don't know. But in the United States, we have this great thing, the stock market, okay? And you can buy stocks, and a lot of stocks pay dividends. So one thing that people look for is utility stocks. So how do you find utility stocks? You can go on Google. Really, it's that simple. People get so hung up on how do I find passive income investments? Just Google it. But anyway, I will help you Google now. So we're going to go to Google. And we're going to look up utility stocks, and we're going to get 5 examples. Okay, so let's go to Google, and we're going to do utility stocks, dividends. So let's see what we got. Top 100 dividend yielding utility stocks. Take a look, right? Hi, Basta. So there's this place called, and then Google takes me to a website called dividend.com, right? So here we are, and we're looking, and they have these 1, 2, 3, 4. They have different ones, okay? So they have different categories, all right? They have diversified utilities, electric utilities, foreign utilities, gas utilities, water utilities. Let's just click on diversified utilities. Best diversified utilities, dividend stocks, okay? So here we go. There's one they call AEE. That's the ticker symbol. Hi, Ali614. Welcome. Welcome to the live, guys. So that's Amarin Corp. So AEE. And it's 2.99% yield. And let's see. It has an annual dividend of $1.83 per share. The current share price is $61.27. So it pays more than a high yield savings account, which is 1.75, right? So it's 2.99%. All you do is buy the stock, and then you get paid the dividend, all right? So that's an example. So AEE, right? AEE. And it pays 3.34% as of today, okay? As of the day they publish this blog post. You'd have to actually check online. Hi, Zip543. Let's check another one. AGR. Avangrid Inc. Avangrid Inc. AGR. So we're going to add that. AGR. Avangrid Inc. And what they do is they pay 3.34%. Thanks to the hearts. Hira Dersis. 3.34%. And the annual dividend is $1.76 for a current share price of $52.77. Now, this, I don't know how current this is, okay, because this is from a blog post, but you go on Google and you look these things up, and then you just go back and you just check into your Google Finance or Yahoo Finance, and you'll see exactly what the current prices, current dividends are and everything. So AGR pays 3.34%. Wait, did I get confused? 2.99, 3.34. Okay, I'm getting confused. Let me just put this in right. 3.99, 3. I'm typing it down in my presentation so you guys can see it. So my presentation said go on Google and find it. So that was how easy it was. Let's look at another one. This one is, thanks to the hearts, guys. This one is called Elite Inc. ALE is the ticker symbol. It pays 2.89%. The current price is $77.44, and the annual dividend is $2.24 a share. Okay. Hi, Bly Devil. Hi, TTA. Oh, I got a super heart. Thank you for the super heart. I appreciate it. They're always so cool to get. Okay, so Love the hearts, guys. Loving the love. So let's write that one down. That's ALE. And if you want to see what I'm writing down, just go to my blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. All the replays are there. Hi Lambda, hi Dodec 007. So that pays 2.89%. 2.89%. And let's look at another one. We got AQN is the ticker symbol. Hi TTHA, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Love you guys. So AQN Algonquin Power and Utilities Corp. Algonquin Power and Utilities Corp. Okay, pays 5.36%, so that's even higher. The current price is $9.57. It pays 51 cents annual dividend yield. Now it has weird numbers for the high and low, so I don't know what's going on with it. You'd have to check it out. Okay, but this is another one, AQN. There's a high and the low are zero, which is weird. So you have to, all these stocks are just from Google. You have to research them yourself. I'm not recommending you buy them. I'm just listing them to show you that they are out there. Okay. So AQN, I'm going to write that down. You look at them, you know, visit their company, make sure they're real. It's funny. I was reading Warren Buffett's book, right? And he goes to shareholder meetings to see what's going on with these companies. And sometimes they're really bad meetings. Sometimes they're good meetings. It's hilarious. But let's talk about this. Okay, so this one pays 5.36%. So I'm just going to put that in, 5.36%. Always check it out. I highly recommend you visit a company and make sure they're real. You know, check out how they invest. Well, forgive me, are you doing day trading? No, I don't do day trading. Not into it. It's too much work. But I'm into passive income investing, not day trading. Day trading is a lot of work. Thanks for asking. Okay, so next one. Let's do one more. Passive income stock example. AVA, Avista Corp. They pay 2.95%. Their annual dividend is $1.49 per share, and a share costs $50.59. Okay? So there you go. 5 utility stocks examples. And there's a lot on this blog. If you're looking at my live video stream. Oh, it's not sharing. Let me share so you guys can see that. And share, present to everyone so you guys can see this. Okay, so on dividend.com, we have this whole list. It's like a huge list of dividend yielding utility stocks. You see that? There's a lot here. I don't even know how many that is, but there's a ton. So you can go through this, see if you like any of them, you know, see what they do, you know, what kind of utilities, where are they located, you know, do you want to visit their offices? Do you pay their, maybe it's a utility company that you actually use, which is even better because then you know they're real because you're getting utilities from them and so on and so forth. But there's a whole list right here on this blog post. Okay, so I'm just going to copy the link, put it in my, so I found this blog post, right? And then we put in these examples from the blog post. I was going to put in 5, so let's find another one. So AVA. So AVA. So I'll just put AVA. And these are just the first 5 in that list. And that one pays 2.95%. 2.95%. So these are all higher than a savings account. So you can check them out. But there's a huge list. You just have to Google it. So if you wanted to do, and the reason I put utility stocks is because one of my mastermind members wants to do dividend yielding stocks, and her boyfriend used to be a financial advisor, and he's like, do utility stocks. So like, okay, let's look up utility stocks. So these are just examples. Okay, I'm not telling you to invest, right? Right? Always do your research before you invest, all right? I'm not making any recommendations on buying these stocks, okay? But I'm just showing you that they're there. Okay, that's a little disclaimer. Hi, welcome. Okay, so let's go on to passive income exam. And I like doing this because I learn a lot of information about what's out there. It's actually pretty fun to see like what kind of stocks you can get and what is available, right? So I like doing this. I think it's fun, and I get to spend my morning looking at dividend yielding stocks, which I think is awesome. So I just found a bunch of utility stocks at a great place. So I'm probably going to go back and check it out, honestly, and research those stocks. Well, let's move on. Blue chip stocks that pay dividends. So some people are like, well, I want something more conservative, you know, so there's plenty of blue chip stocks. Some examples that just come off my head are like Disney, Apple, Microsoft. They all pay dividends, right? So we can go back to Google and then we look up blue chip stocks. How much is the cost to get started of passive income investing? Well, just for those that I said, one stock was as low as $9. So it costs $9 plus whatever your brokerage account company. Usually they charge between $5 and $10 to do a stock trade, but you could buy your first dividend yielding stock for $15 right in that example. Hi, Moritz, Khan, 12. Some stocks are really low priced, you know. Stocks are higher priced. Like if you wanted to buy, and let's talk about blue chip stocks now, right? Because those are usually higher priced with dividends. So let's see, blue chip stocks with dividends. Blue chip stocks are like stocks and companies that are well established. They're oh, here we go. Best blue chip stocks. These are companies that, you know, have been around for a long time. They have some things here. Johnson & Johnson. So let's put Johnson & Johnson in here. Johnson & Johnson. That's a common stock that people like to invest in too. It's a blue chip stock, right? So let's see. 7 best blue chip stocks. Let's take a look at what they have. 7 of the best blue chip stocks to buy with dividends, right? So let's take a look. I'm just Googling this right now. So this is how easy it is. But let's take a look at what they say. So Apple. No, sorry. The first one they say, is it Apple? Stocks, blah, 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 blah. Stocks to buy. Okay, Blue chip stocks, quality over quantity. Okay, Apple. Yes, Apple's the first one. All right. They pay dividends. All right. So, and this one, recently Warren Buffett bought a whole bunch of Apple. If you guys didn't know, shot the price up when he bought it. But so Apple is a stock that's considered a blue chip stock. Apple makes, you know, iPhones, and you all know what Apple is, hopefully. But Apple is considered a blue chip company, and they have dividends. Please help me get started. I've been working 20 years. It's time for something different. Just go to financefreedommastermind.com/live, LIVE. Fill out the information. It costs $97 a month in July to join my program, and I'll help you personally get started if you want. You're not going to just take action on what I'm saying today, and you need my help, then go there, financefreedommastermind.com/live. Okay? financefreedommastermind.com/LIVE. Go to that link, right? And then put in all your info, click on the button, and then join the program. It's $97 a month. You can do that. And then we can help you, handhold you. Okay? So go ahead and do that now while I'm talking if you really want me to help you. Process your payment, and then I'll get in touch with you after this is over. Okay? That's only going to be for July. After July, it's $197 a month to join my program. You're welcome. Looking forward to meeting you and working with you. Thanks for all the super hearts. Thanks for all the hearts, by the way. They're so colorful. Hi, aliens are live. That's an interesting handle. Okay. And we have Apid and Greenie and Caroline who join us on Instagram. Welcome. Okay, so let's talk about more blue chip stocks. Okay, so we have Apple as one. They have an example of Apple. The next one they have is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs Group. Goldman Sachs Group, Inc. So let's put it down. Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs Group, Inc. I think you're welcome. Goldman Sachs is I'm just going to take this URL and put it in my presentation. So I just pulled this from a URL. Okay, I'm not telling you to buy these companies. I'm just giving you examples. All right. This is a disclaimer, okay, because I'm not guaranteeing they will pay dividends, but we're Googling online and people are talking about after July, the price will go up. Yes, after July, the price will go up $100 a month. It will, because $97 a month is so low that I'm like not going to offer it after July, no matter what. Because I'm like, it's just too low. But it's already there, so I figured till the end of the month I'll leave it. So if you want to sign up for 97, now is your chance. And then it's gone forever. Okay, Goldman Sachs Group, GS. GS is their ticker symbol. They also pay dividends, and they are a blue chip stock. So we have Disney, we have Apple, we have Microsoft, we have Johnson & Johnson, we have Goldman Sachs. Hi, Mahin06818, welcome. So these are some blue chip stocks. What else do they got? Walgreens. Walgreens Boots Alliance Inc., WBA. So they say Walgreens is good. See, they got a lot of good Visa, the credit card company, right? So they got all these companies that make tons of money. You can buy their stock and make dividends, all right? So they got lots of cool ideas in here. So this is a blog. I put the link in my presentation here. Catch the replay on my blog, of course, yes, financiallyfree.com. But there's tons, all right? So I just put them here, right? So there you have it. I didn't put the yields in, but you can actually look it up. If you don't know how to look it up, let's see. If you click on this, does it look it up for you? Let's check. Let's see if it'll look it up for you. No. So if you want to, oh yeah, it does right here. Oh, it has Johnson & Johnson right here. It's at 127.41. And you can see the profile. So let's look at Johnson & Johnson and see their profile. And then they show you the stock profile. And you can just Google this. You can go Google Finance, all this stuff. Let's take a look. So their dividend right now is 2.79%. And that's what I said, Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson is 2.7. Oh, now it's not there anymore. Let's go to Google Finance. I'm just going to go to Google Finance. Google Finance. Is it? Let's see if that's it. If I can find it. Google Finance. I think that's it. Google Finance. No? Okay, let's try Yahoo. YahooFinance.com. Finance at Yahoo. Okay, so we're at Yahoo Finance. So that's where you go. So I'm going to look up Johnson & Johnson, J&J. Okay, so let's see what kind of dividend they pay. J&J. Johnson & Johnson. So this is a blue chip company. They pay 2.86% as of right now. Okay. Hi to DJ. Thanks for the hearts, guys. So that's as of right now. So July 18, 7:20 a.m. Okay. So things change constantly in the stock market, just so you guys know. But right now they're paying 2.86%. And their ex-dividend date was in May 25th. Okay. So you have to own the stock then to get the next dividend payout. So 2.86%. So I'm going to put that in here, 2.86%. Okay, so this is how you look up a stock to see. You can go to Yahoo Finance, right? What was the other one? Apple. Let's take a look at Apple. Oops, I spelled Apple wrong. That's funny. Okay, let me do that again. Apple. Oh my gosh. Apple. There we go. Okay, iconic Kate, welcome. Hi, Merced, Dubai Fashion, welcome. So, Apple company pays 1.57%. So it's like the same as a savings account. 1.57%. Disney. Let's take a look at Disney. Disney's been paying 1.6%. Disney, 1.6. I'm just putting it in here so you guys kind of get it on my presentation. Microsoft. Let's look up Microsoft. Microsoft pays 1.65%. 1.65%. And then let's look up Goldman GS. See what they pay. They pay 1.4. Okay, so those are some blue chip stock examples. 1.4. Thanks to the heart. 1.4%. Okay, so that's passive income examples 11 through 15. I just got 5 different blue chip stocks. You can look it up. Like I just went on Google. I found an article. It had Visa. If you want to look at what Visa's doing, let's check it out. Visa. I'm just curious, actually. I haven't looked at Visa, but let's look at Visa. What are they paying? And it doesn't say anything here, so I don't know. Oh, let's try again. Visa. Because I looked up the wrong company. Visa, Visa, Visa. There. Oh, they're just V. It's easy to remember. They pay 0.6. That's small. Okay, anyway. But these are all companies that are blue chip companies that pay dividends. So if you don't know, these are other ways to make passive income. Blue chip stocks, a lot of people like them because the companies are, in their minds, they're bigger companies. They've been around longer. They know what they're doing. So they're less likely to just fold over and fail, right? So that's why people like blue chip companies and things like that. Okay, so now we're on passive income examples 16 through 20. High dividend yield stocks. So I just did, utility stocks as a certain group. I did blue chip stocks that yield dividends. Now I'm doing high yield dividend stocks in general. So as you saw, some blue chip stocks do not have very high yields, right? So let's go to, and I'll leave this one open. Let's go to Google again. Google. So we're going to Google and we're going to put in high yield dividend stocks. It's amazing what you can find when you just put it in Google. Put it in Yahoo too if you like. Let's take a look. So going past the ads. Here, they have it listed right here, right? You don't even have to click on anything. They have Wisdom Tree Trust, Monroe Capital Corporation, MTGE Investment Corp, Pennant Park Investment Corporation, and then they have 64 more rows. So we need 5. So we'll click on the link. So here I've got the link to this. So I'm just going to put it here. So I just Googled it, all right, and I found the link. And then we're just going to put 5 examples. Like I said, I'm not necessarily telling you to buy these stocks, but these are just there. They're there to show you. And there's a huge list again of all these. Look at all that. Look at that huge list. Yeah? It's a giant list. Okay, so look at this giant list. So let's just take a look at some of them. They have this thing called First Trust Exchange Traded Alpha Dex Fund, FBZ. So let's take a look. FBZ. You go to Yahoo and you put in FBZ. FBZ and see what's going on with this company, FBZ. It's a Brazilian, something with Brazil, right? It pays 11.9%. The year-to-date return is negative. That sounds kind of scary. Oh, because the share price must have fell a lot, the stock. So this is how you research, right? You put the stock in and you look at it. Hi, Mubas. Hi, Rajab. Hi. This is why people like blue chip stocks, because they actually buy the company's product, like Apple, they buy iPhone, Disney, they go to Disneyland, who knows. When you start looking at other stocks that you don't know anything about, it gets a little more risky because you don't know anything about the company. Let's go back. They have this thing called Blue Knight Energy Partners, BKEP. Let's put it in, BKEP. BKEP. And they pay 17.31%. They have a negative earnings. So you got to be careful, like I said, if you're looking at these stocks, make sure that, they're doing okay. But this is just an example, so I'll just put it in. So this one is BKEP. BKEP. So we're going to put it in. BKEP. And it pays, what did it say? It says it pays out 17.31% right now. As of right now. 17.31%. Now remember, just because you pay high dividends, you need to research the company. There was this one company that I looked at that was paying really high dividends, but then the next dividend payout was 0 because the company was actually in trouble. and their stock price was falling, and that's why the dividend percentage was so high. The stock price fell, so the dividends they paid looked like a lot, and then after that quarter, because their earnings were going down and the stock wasn't doing well, so then the following earnings report showed that they're not going to pay any more dividends, and they stopped paying. So you have to look at the company. If their earnings are negative, like this BKP has negative earnings, right? So you have to watch out, right? So do your research. Always do your research, but that's just an example. Just because the earnings are negative, though, doesn't mean that. But if they're constantly negative, that's not a good thing, yeah, because it means they're not earning enough money. But let's look at another one. So they have one called GMLPs. Let's check it out. GLMP. 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 I haven't looked at any of these before, so I'm looking at them for the first time with you guys at the same time. There's nothing that for GLMPs. Let's look at the next one. GMLP. GMLP. All right. Goaler LNP Partners. Okay. So they paid 14.72%. They have positive earnings. And so here's another one. So I'm just going to put it down. Like I said, do your research, but these are just examples. GMLP. GMLP. I'm just Googling, guys. I'm Googling with you right now. So that's all I'm doing. GMLP, 15.68%. 15.68%. 15.68%. So that's another example. Let's get 3 more. Okay. So they have this thing called Credit Suisse AG USOI. So let's look up USOI. USOI. See what they got. They pay 8 point. I hope I'm getting the right percent when I do this. Okay, 8.43%. Yeah, okay. They don't have the earnings here. So USOI, and they pay 8 point, what was it? 8.8, oh, sorry, 8.43, 8.43%. Okay, so 8.43%. Let's do 2 more. We got Martin Midstream Partners, MMLP. So let's look it up. MMLP. Take a look. So MMLP pays 14.6%. MMLP. So put it down. MMLP. 14 point something. What was it? Sorry. 14.6%. 14.6%. 14.6%. 1, 2, so I have 4. Okay, let's look at one more. Oxford Lane Capital Corp, OXLC. OXLC. Let's take a look. OXLC pays, and it says NA. So since it doesn't have anything here, we'll look at the next one. So I'm looking at Yahoo Finance to see what their dividend is, and it has nothing. So then I'm like, okay, let's look. It doesn't say anything. So let's look at the next one. CSI Compresco, CCLP. So let's take a look. CCLP. CCLP pays 13.72%. Okay, so they had negative earnings the last time. Something like that. Okay, so 13.72%. So CCLP. CCLP. 13.74%. 13.74%. Okay. I'm going to delete that. So like I said, these are not recommendations, okay? These are just examples, but you can see where I'm getting them from. So you can do the same thing I'm doing, super easy, right? Always do your research. These are not stock recommendations. It's Just a disclaimer I'm making, okay? I'm not recommending you buy these stocks, but I'm showing you as an example. And, you know, this is how I research stocks. I do a lot of Googling, honestly, and I look it up and then I start researching it. How long is a good business? What does it do? Can I verify it's a good business? Things like that. So let's move on to the final 21 to 25. Something that I like researching a lot is real estate investment trusts. Yeah. Real estate investment trusts. So that's another type of stock that you can buy. But all they do is they own properties, or they have mortgages or high second real estate investment trusts. I did a whole blog on them, but basically they have to pay out all their profits. That's how they're organized structurally. So I like them because they can't just cut their dividends like Apple, or unless they're making no money, of course. The only reason I say Apple is because for the longest time they didn't pay any dividends, even though they were very profitable. And now they pay dividends, but they might decide not to pay dividends tomorrow, you know, who knows? So the nice thing about real estate investment trusts is if they're profitable, they have to pay you dividends. So that's why I like them. But let's see. So this one says 10 best REITs. So I'm just on Google. So let's take a look. 10 best REITs, real estate investment trusts, or REITs, or whatever people like to call them. How do you, oh, they have a little thing. I'm going to copy this. This is an article I found on Google. I'm just putting it in my thing. So I just Googled it, right? And we're just going to write examples. And I have my full income, sorry, not income disclaimer. My full disclaimer, right? Always research things before you invest, right? There's no guarantees that you'll make money, but, you know, always do your research. I'm not making recommendations on buying these stocks. This is only examples, but let's take a look. So the first one they got, I Zanet 120797. Van Eck Vectors Mortgage REIT, MORT. So plug it in, MORT. And MORT pays 7.93%. So that's MORT. MORT, 7.93%. Okay? And I think they describe it. They invest in mortgage real estate investment, invest in other mortgage real estate investment trusts. So real estate investment trusts borrow money to invest in mortgages or mortgage-backed securities, and they make money off the spread in interest rates. So the MORT invests in 26 such M-REITs with a heavy overweight in NLE Capital, NLY, and AGNC Investment Corp. So it actually is like a fund of other REITs, and they have 22 funds. They pay out at least 90% of their taxable income in dividends. Okay, so that's one. iShares Residential Real Estate Capped ETFs. So these are like funds. They're not. These are not just the stocks. These are actually funds that have lots of stocks in them. But so this one is REZ. REZ. So let's put it in REZ. REZ. So let's look it up. REZ. REZ. REZ pays 3.52%. 3.52%. And let's see what they say. REZ. Invest in equity REITs, trusts that actually own and operate real estate. They invest in residential focused companies, and it also holds healthcare and self-storage trusts as well. In fact, self-storage REIT Public Storage PSA is a top holding, 10% of the fund. Avalon Bay Communities is an apartment. They own apartments, equity, residential, EQR. So there you go. Okay. So let's look at another. So these are all REIT ETFs. Okay. This is what this is. So if you want actual REITs, he has examples of what they hold. Okay, so you can buy an ETF, which is a fund that holds a bunch of them, or you could buy the actual one itself. So let's just look at one AMT. Let's take a look. AMT, see what that is. AMT. AMT, American Tower Corporation, they make 2.11%. So I'll put an example. This is not a fund. This is just a particular one. I just pulled it out to give you an example. AMT, and they paid 2.11%, 2.11%. So these are, some of these are funds, some of these are stocks. So this is an ETF. This is an ETF. So some of them are just stocks, some of them are funds. Thanks to the Heights. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's see what else they got. And then they have IYR is a fund. Let's see. Let's look at this one. CCI, Crown Castle, and Law. CCI. Let's see what they make. 3.77. So CCI is 3.77%. And then we'll do one more. Go back. Do one more. He has another one. KBWY, Power Shares KBW Premium Yield Equity REIT Portfolio. KBWY. Okay. KBWY. KBWY. It's another ETF. It's a fund of funds. 7.21%. So what is it? KBWY. 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 And what did I say it was? KBWY. It paid 7.21%. 7.21%. 7.21%. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Let me just make this so you can actually see everything. Okay. So those are examples. 21 through 25. So we are done. Woo! We did all those examples. And there's tons of examples. I didn't do all of them, right? This is an article I found on Google. It has all these, they have top 10, and inside each one, they have different actual stocks. So some are ETFs, some are stocks. They have all kinds of examples. So you can look and see if you want an ETF, you want a fund that holds a lot of stocks, you want just individual stocks, you can pick what you want. So how do you grow your passive income? All right. So now you've had I went through 25 examples, real life examples. Some of them cost as little as $9, right? It's like really not that expensive. I heard there's an app called Robinhood where you can buy stocks without any fees or any commissions. So you could buy the stock at the exact price it's at. So if it's a $9 share, you just buy one share, it's $9. So you can start with really little money, or you can have more money and buy yourself properties, rental properties, Airbnb, vacation rental properties, buy yourself a laundromat space, lease a laundromat, whatever is your, whatever you want to do. And, there's different pros and cons. Savings accounts, they're more conservative, right? You put money in, they grow, all that kind of stuff. But the yield is kind of low. Blue chip stocks, they might grow in value and they have dividends. So people like those a lot. High yield investing stocks, real estate investment trust, utility stocks. Those are other stocks you can invest in that have dividends, So there's lots of examples, and I just gave you 25. So if you're sitting there like, what do I do? How can I invest in passive income? You have 25 examples, 25. So you can figure it out. All right. If you haven't found enough information there, then there's really nothing I can do for you. Okay. Hi, Kaya Ismail. But if you've listened to these 25 examples and you're excited, then go for it. So this is how you grow your passive income. Be okay with not being perfect, okay? When I started out investing, I found these stocks. They paid 18%. I was like, I'm going to go for it. The stock dropped in value. After a few years, it dropped in value half. So I lost 50%. I didn't actually lose it. I mean, it's still there. But I paid in like, maybe 20,000. It's worth 10,000 now, right? So, I mean, my stock value dropped in half, all right? I wasn't happy about that. It still pays dividends, though. Instead of paying 14%, it pays like 8%, which is still pretty high. So it's okay, but, I was sad because my dividend got cut and, the value, and I felt like I was a bad investor. What I'm saying is it's okay to not be perfect. I quit my job in December of 2016. I have no debt. I mean, just because you invest and you're not perfect and you make mistakes doesn't mean you won't be a good investor, right? And you don't have to be like Warren Buffett. You don't have to be a billionaire. You could if you want, but you don't have to. You could be a millionaire. You could be 50,000-aire, 100,000-aire. You don't have to be the same to be successful, all right? You can be successful and not be perfect. So you have to be okay with that. That was one of my issues was, I started investing. Hi, Joe, WTW. I don't have this issue really because I just go for it. If I see a stock and I'm like, it only costs like 20 bucks a share and it's paying that much in dividends, okay, I'll buy some, see what happens, right? The worst that'll happen is you'll lose your money, which has happened to me, okay? So when you make mistakes, learn from them and keep going. Now, obviously, when I invest in something and I lose money, I don't invest in it again. Learn from your mistakes, right? So it's okay to not be perfect. Just start doing something. Start taking action. I always recommend starting with a savings account because it's the easiest, it's the safest. And hi, Brandon91. It has low risk. It's good for creating a habit. And where else you can get money to invest unless you start saving, right? So I always say start with a savings account. Once your savings account grows, you can take some of your savings out and start investing and see how you do. So be okay with not being perfect. And when you make mistakes, learn from them and keep going, all right? Some people will self-sabotage themselves. I've seen this happen all the time. They'll take all their money, throw it in one investment. The investment fails and like, I'm done, I'm broke. Well, that was just silly, right? Don't throw all your money in one investment when you're beginning and you don't know what you're doing, okay? When you know what you're doing and you know it's going to work, that's different, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. But if you're just starting and you're a beginner, go slow, figure it out, test the waters. You see a stock that pays out 30% dividends and you want to check it out, and you're like, so buy a few shares and see what happens. You don't have to put all your money into something to invest. You can put a little bit in and see what happens, and watch it, study it, visit their office, all kinds of things. This is something that you can do, all right? So be okay with not being perfect. When you make mistakes, learn from them and just keep going. And if you do this, you will create passive income. It really is that simple. It's not that hard, all right? So in summary, passive income is money that your money makes for you. You don't spend time making that money. I went over 25 examples of passive income, and I talked about how to grow your passive income, which basically means just go invest and start already. And just be okay with making mistakes and move on. So just want to go back to our story really quick. I've been using these strategies, and many more for the past 7-8 years, and I've been consistently making our family thousands of dollars every year in passive income, right? We're completely debt-free except for the mortgage. Now we have a mortgage on this condo, so we have one debt now. Other than that, we're completely debt-free. We have passive income that is growing, right? Our passive income grows. I left my bank job in December 23, 2016, and now I coach others on how to become financially free, invest their money. I bought our first condo in 2017, right? This is the one right here. We're buying our second condo upstairs this year. It's in escrow now. I am a full-time mommy, and I travel on longer vacations, like last year. We went on 5 weeks of vacation, which just blew my mind. 5 weeks. 7-day cruise, which I've never done before. It was fun. So 25 examples of passive income. Just invest in passive income. Understand what it is. Pick some passive income investments. Learn by trial and error. Just go for it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Now, what if you're like TJ Trey, who was on earlier, and he was like, I want you to help me. And I'm like, okay. Join a Finance Freedom Mastermind program. So I have information here for those of you who want help. Okay, so if you're someone who wants support to become financially free, you want someone experienced to coach you on how to do it, there are options. Okay, option number 1 is Finance Freedom Mastermind. And this is a $5,000 program. It is a group session, a live group session every week. The group meets. We are all live together. It's 40 minutes long. I record it. You can replay it later. And we mastermind together how to create financial freedom. Every week it's going to be different, but we work together as a group. And we do it for a whole year. We have practical, easy to follow action steps that reduce debt and create passive income. There is a 1 month risk-free full money-back guarantee. So if you pay me the $5,000, the first month you don't like it, I give your $5,000 back. You also have access to 1 hour of additional office hour every week. So in addition to the 40-minute group webinar, hi SM Kozan, you also get 1 hour with me every week where I am live for you and anyone who jumps on for whatever questions you have. If you have questions for me, I can see if I can answer them, or we can research together. If you don't know what dividend yielding stock to invest in, we can research together. If you have questions on rental properties, real estate, if you have questions on how to find a bank account, how to trade stock, how to, I can show you, talk to you about it. People on the mastermind work together, all kinds of stuff. So it is $5,000. There are payment plans available. So if you don't have the $5,000 up front, you can pay $500 a month, which ends up being $6,000 for the year total. Or you can pay $1,375 every 3 months. Those are the two payment plans that are available. You go to workwithmay.com/apply to apply. Hi, Unseller, welcome. So that's workwithmay, W-O-R-K, with W-I-T-H, May, MEY.com/apply, APPLY. Okay, workwithmay.com/apply. That's where you go to apply. You fill out the form and you apply for Mastermind. Now let's say you're like, I want the best support you got. I want your best program. I got people like that, right? They want the best. So that would be a one-on-one coaching program for a year. Instead of doing it for a group program with other people together, it would be one-on-one with me, right? That costs $19,997. It's expensive because my time is valuable. Okay. That is a beta program because I haven't done a one-on-one yet. Hi, CH Virast, welcome. So if you want to do that, it's $19,997. Beta is always cheaper than full price. Okay. So $19,997 is a beta pricing. So it's cheaper than it would normally be. So 1-year program recommended for people who want one-on-one attention. You have a private 40-minute session, which I record. You can watch it anytime you want for playback. They're personalized homework designed for you in particular. Hi, Vakiti. Welcome to the scope. Okay. Access to the office hour every week. You still have access to the office hour. So even though it's a one-on-one with me, if you want to be in a community, you can still jump on that 1 hour a week and visit other people. Talk to other people. Learn from each other. You can still do that if you want to be social. Okay. And there are payment plans available, but that is a case-by-case basis. You have to apply before I even talk to you about that. There is still the 1 month money-back guarantee. If you don't like working with me for a month, I'll give you your money back. So that is workwithmay.com/apply. So that's workwithmay, M-E-Y. Okay, so WORKWITHMEY.com/apply, APPLY. Same link. That's where you apply. Okay, hi 143599. Welcome to Scope. Let's say you want support, but you say I'm on a budget, can't afford it. So that's what TTA Trey was on before. I told him to join Finance Freedom Training Live. That's $97 a month until the end of July. And that's going to be $197 a month. This is for people who are on a budget. Instead of having live training every week, you have a video training every week, which is a recording of a live training I did last year. So it is a good training with real people, but it's a recording. So that's why it's cheaper. So you get a 40-minute video recording sent to your email every week. You watch that. You do the weekly action steps. They come to you in your email. You still have the one-on-one office hour every week. Hi, HSY. So it's a really good program because you can still talk to me every week for an hour, ask your questions, get the help you need. You have a one-on-one monthly personal coaching session with a finance freedom coach. So every month, virtual online, you set up a live meeting with a coach and they go over your net worth, all your numbers, your finance freedom account, your passive income generation. Hi, Zeki. Thanks for all the hearts. They do all that with you. It's a personal training session every month. And you still have a 1 month risk-free money-back guarantee. So that's at financefreedommastermind.com/live. All right, that's how to join that program. FINANCE Freedom, FREEDOM, Mastermind, mastermind.com/LIVE, live. Okay, so go there. You would enter your name and email. Then you click a button that says get access now, and you put in all your information. You pay. Thank you. And that's how you join Finance Freedom Training Live. Okay? So those are the programs that I offer if you want support. So here's my free gift to you. I said I'd give you a free gift. Thanks for staying on. So maybe my story really hit you and you're wondering, can I do what May did for herself and her family? And the answer is yes, you can. Of course you can. So here's my free gift to you. It's my map to freedom. So if you go on my blog, it's at yesfinanciallyfree.com/map, M-A-P. All right. That's the link. But if you just go to my blog, there's a menu on the top. And one of it says Map to Freedom. If you go there, I have a list of all these articles on topics, right? I have a list of real estate investment trusts. I have money affirmations. I have real estate investing examples. I have so much information. I have summaries of books on investing. All this information, I've been blogging for years now. And at one year, I blogged almost every day of the year. Okay? Thank you for the hearts. So I have over, I would say, I would have over 500, 600 blog posts, probably more than that. But I put some of the best ones on the front in that Map to Freedom. So you just go to Map to Freedom and you just scroll down and there's all these topics. That's all free information for you. It all works. It's all stuff that I'm doing every week. I put up great content. There's replays of my webinars there. Go there and get your free gift, okay? And when you sign up for the email list, if you haven't already, and you put your first name, your email in, you get the free Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom. I send an ebook to you for free. All right, so those are the free gifts I have for you. Thank you for joining me today on the webinar. You can do it. You can reach your passive income goal. You can become financially free. The power is within you to do it, all right? You are on this presentation for a reason, and I hope you got the key you needed to open the next door on your journey. So the 25 passive income examples that I gave you will create passive income, and you can pay yourself that passive income if you do the work. If you want to contact me, just go to yesfinanciallyfree.com/contact, and you can contact me there. All right. So thanks for joining me. I had a great time today. I hope you did too. And I will see you again next time. All right. So aloha, and subscribe, share this broadcast, let others know, click on the links that are under it, over it, above it, on my profile. And I will see you again next time. Aloha.